What would Epictetus, a former slave turned Stoic philosopher, say if he saw you scrolling through TikTok at 2 a.m., comparing your life to strangers, drowning in arguments on Twitter, and chasing likes on Instagram? He might not recognize the technology, but he would absolutely recognize the problem. Because in his time, people were already obsessed with reputation, status, gossip, and the opinions of others. Social media may be new, but the human craving for validation and the anxiety it produces is as old as civilization itself. And Epictetus left us with tools that can keep us sane online. To understand how Epictetus would handle social media, we first need to understand his core philosophy. He taught one central idea: some things are up to us and some things are not. Our opinions, our desires, our choices, those belong to us. But wealth, reputation, the opinions of others, even our bodies and health, these lie outside our control. In his Enchiridion, or handbook, he wrote, "Some things are in our power, and others are not. Within our power are opinion, motivation, desire, aversion. In a word, whatever is of our own doing. Not in our power are our body, our property, reputation, office, and, in a word, whatever is not of our own doing." That distinction is the foundation of Stoicism, and it's exactly what we need when navigating social media in 2025. Let's start with one of the biggest sources of stress online: comparison. You open Instagram and see someone traveling the world, buying a new car, or showing off a perfect body. Your mind instantly begins measuring, why don't I have that? Why am I falling behind? Epictetus would stop us right there. He would remind us that wealth, beauty, and status are not truly within our control, and therefore they cannot be the foundation of a good life. He wrote, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." That means letting go of the endless race to appear successful in the eyes of others. Social media thrives on appearances, but Stoicism thrives on reality. Instead of comparing, Epictetus would ask, am I using my reason well today? Am I living with justice and self-control? These are things no algorithm can take away from you. The second trap is seeking approval. Every like, every retweet, every comment gives us a little hit of validation, but it also chains us to the opinions of strangers. Epictetus warned against this kind of slavery. He said, if you want to be free, don't wish for things to happen as you wish, but wish for things to happen as they do, and you will go on well. Translated for today, stop tying your self-worth to how people respond to your posts. Their approval isn't in your control. What is in your control is the integrity of what you share, and the discipline not to let praise or criticism rule your emotions. Then there's the endless arguments online. You've probably seen how quickly a comment section can turn toxic. Someone posts a political opinion, and suddenly the replies explode with insults and outrage. Epictetus would shake his head because he warned us long ago not to get dragged into pointless disputes. He advised, if someone speaks badly of you, do not defend yourself against the accusations, but reply, yes, and he does not know the half of it, for he could have said more. His point wasn't to be passive, but to show that defending your ego is a waste of energy. On social media, that means learning to let people be wrong about you. Every minute spent fighting trolls is a minute lost that could have been spent on your own improvement. Another issue is information overload. We live in an age where the news never stops, and our feeds keep refreshing with new crises, scandals, and disasters. Anxiety builds because we feel like we need to know everything, to have an opinion about everything. Epictetus would call this a misuse of our attention. He taught that philosophy is about living well, not collecting endless facts. He might tell us, if you wish to be happy, make use of what is within your power and take the rest as it happens. In practical terms, that means curating what you consume. Don't follow accounts that only inflame anger or fear. Don't trick yourself into thinking you're changing the world by refreshing headlines. Instead, focus on what you can actually influence: your habits, your actions, your community. And let's not forget the subtle but dangerous issue of addiction. Social media platforms are designed to keep you hooked. Infinite scroll, autoplay, notifications, it's engineered distraction. Epictetus warned against giving our freedom away to external things. He said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." When you can't stop scrolling, you're no longer the master, you're the slave. How would Epictetus train us to resist? Through small acts of discipline. Just as he encouraged students to fast, endure cold, or accept discomfort, he would encourage us to practice digital self-control. That could mean deleting apps, setting timers, or taking a digital fast for part of the day. Not because the technology is evil, but because freedom comes from self-mastery. So what would a Stoic approach to social media actually look like, step by step? Let's imagine Epictetus designing a daily practice for the modern age. First, begin with intention. Before you even open an app, ask, "Why am I here? To connect with friends? To learn? To share something meaningful? Or am I just escaping boredom?" Setting intention makes you the driver, not the passenger. Second, apply the control test. When you see something online that provokes anger or envy, pause and ask, "Is this within my power? If not, let it go." Third, limit consumption. Just as you wouldn't stuff your body with junk food all day, don't stuff your mind with endless noise. Choose a few quality sources instead of grazing on everything. Fourth, practice restraint. Don't feel compelled to comment on every debate or defend your image at every insult. Remember Epictetus's wisdom: your worth isn't measured by public applause. And finally, end with reflection. Each evening, review your online behavior. Did you waste time on petty arguments? Did you let envy creep in? Or did you use the tools wisely, with moderation and purpose? Self-examination is how philosophy becomes practice. The truth is, Epictetus didn't need Twitter or Instagram to know human nature. He saw the same flaws in the marketplace of his day: gossip, vanity, shallow entertainment, and pointless arguments. What has changed is only the scale. Billions of us now carry that noisy marketplace in our pockets, and so his lessons matter more than ever. If you want peace of mind in the digital age, you don't need to delete every app and run to the mountains. You need to remember what is yours to control and what is not. Your scrolling, your reactions, your choices, that is yours. The opinions of strangers, the chaos of the timeline, the latest viral outrage, that is not. So, how do you stay sane online? Epictetus would say, master yourself. Use the tools, but don't be used by them. Seek wisdom, not likes. Choose discipline, not distraction. And when the noise becomes too much, step away and remember the truth he left us almost 2,000 years ago. No man is free who is not master of himself.